Have you heard of this saying that men don't cry, or at least strong men should not cry? I think I disagree with this statement. I think men should cry, and that's my opinion. And why I disagree with this saying that men should not cry. From young age, we teach our young boys not to cry. When they try to cry, we say, "Men don't cry. You should not cry. You are a man. Men don't cry." But what we create in saying that to our young boys is a kind of person who cannot share. They don't feel free to share their struggles or when they are going through hardship or even their pain. As a result, it doesn't work good for us as men. You grow up in the community where you can't express your pain. While women, we encourage them to cry. And it's like when women has the freedom to cry and men don't have the freedom to cry. Here is a statistic that I found. In the Western world, at least, in every 10 suicide, 7 to 8 suicides are by men. Men kill themselves 7 out of 10, or let's say 7 to 8 men, and only 2 to 3 women in every 10 suicide. Why that? Research has shown that most women, when they are going through hardship, they find it easier to share their problems. They find it easier to find someone to discuss with their issues. While men, they struggle to talk about the pain they are going through. They struggle to share their hardship. And as a result, they end up committing suicide or doing other really bad things in their lives. In my opinion, that is caused by the culture we have created. By trying to build strength in men, we tell them they cannot cry. It doesn't mean only men cannot cry. We only tell them it's a sign of weakness to cry. It's a sign of weakness to show your emotions. When you are going through pain, you should endure it and do not show anybody that you are struggling. It doesn't end by just not crying. It's end up by creating a culture that men cannot show their pain. And I think that is dangerous. We should change the way we talk to our young boys. We should even change the way we talk to men in our lives. Crying is not a sign of weakness. I always tell my children, I'm not saying I'm the best dad on earth. No, I'm just saying something I learned from someone. In fact, I learned it from someone. Maybe I read it in a book. Do not tell your children not to cry. Ask them why they are crying. So always validate their cry. So I've been telling my young boys, tell me why you are crying. If they are crying, I ask them why you are crying. Never tell your children not to cry. Why? Because it validates their emotions, and at the end of the day, they can share the pain they are going through, and you can help them. But if you tell them don't cry, you are telling them not to express their feelings, and at the end of the day, you are creating a kind of person who will struggle to seek for help even when they are struggling. So my opinion today with men is let's begin to reverse this kind of culture. This is the social construct. There is no way in the Bible that the Bible says men cannot cry or should not cry. Jesus cried. Jesus cried. And I think it's okay to cry. I do cry. And it's okay to cry in the presence of people. It's okay to cry in front of your wife or your children. It's okay to cry. It's okay to express your emotions. And that's the point I'm trying to make here. We should teach our young boys to cry. It's okay to cry. We should even tell men that it's okay to cry. When a man is crying, encourage them to cry. Encourage them to express how they feel. Maybe we will create a generation or a type of people who will be able to express their pain. And maybe we will reverse this. Encourage men to cry. Mothers, encourage your young boys to cry. When they feel pain, they should be able to cry. Release them to cry. Encourage your husband to cry. Encourage men in your life to cry. It takes long for a man to go to the hospital, even to go to see a doctor. Always when I'm sick, my wife is the one to remind me, have you gone to see the doctor? Why? Because I think it's a sign of strength not to go to the doctor. You stay and you fight the sickness. No, it's wrong. Women, when they feel pain, the first thing they do is to go and find help. But most men, when we feel pain, we try to suppress it for as long as we can. So, men should cry, and men should feel free to cry. Men should be free to express their pain and their problem. I believe so. I believe we should change the culture. It's a social construct. It's not in the Bible, it's not anywhere, it's not in the law. Strong men cry, and strong men should be able to cry. That's my opinion. That's why I wanted to share this video with you today, just to tell you what I've been thinking about this. I believe strong men should cry. Encourage your young boy to cry. Encourage your children to cry. Both men and women should be able to express their feelings. Hopefully this will be helpful to someone today. God bless you. Let me continue my walk around the beautiful park we have here. Really beautiful park. I'm walking around some houses there. Yeah, so I'm just having a walk here, and I will cry if I feel like crying. God bless you. See you next time.